Yo. Let's do an audio check. How we sound? Don't watch the game.
You're not allowed.
Can you give me a thumbs up if audio's good? Good and clear. Very good. All right. What's up? I'm Aaron, I'm the president of the Indiana Ball Hockey Association. This is Alex Betts. It's so hard to point when you're looking at the screen. He's our director of officiating and player safety. Let's just get into this. This is our kickoff, essentially our kickoff for the 2026 season.
It's like Zoom.
It's like Zoom. Cool. Sorry, I have to adjust a window real quick. We have some slides just to make some things easier. So, 2026 season, arguably better than last season. We're in terms of we have 64 players signed up, including 15 people who have not played in the EBHL and 11 goalies. So 11 people who have said they can play goalie. So just know that if you're a goalie and you want to primarily play goalie, you will be splitting games likely. And if you want to play out in the games that you're not in goal, that's totally fine. We'll get you a player jersey included with your dues and all that. So no worries there. I think we sent out some parameters in regard to qualifications for captaincy. First and foremost, John Edinburgh is going to keep his captaincy. He was the Midwest Blizzard captain, and that's part of the championship benefits. And so we know John is going to be a captain, which leaves us with 3 more selections, and we have 4 people. Okay. After we had a couple extras who were interested, and unfortunately we decided that the experience isn't quite there. We would like somebody who's been here a full season, who's what we would consider a tier 1 or 2 player, and just confident that these people could lead a team. We'll get that in a second. I'm so sorry. That's gonna be the last thing we do is the captain's drawing. I guess we can say the names. So John will remain a captain, and then we have Zach Betts, Eric Greco, Ryan Glatch, and Reese Hatter in the running. So one of you will not be a captain.
And you'll just go back into the draft pool. Yeah. So you will then be able to be drafted by any of those captains that get picked.
Yep.
That's how that works.
And then as last year we had enough people interested in captaincy where we could just draw the additional assistant captains. With one person remaining, like Beth said, you'll go back into the draft pool, and then the captains, you will be able to assign your assistant captains from your drafted players. We've got a couple new sponsors this year. We've got Tinker Street. It's a restaurant downtown at New Jersey. I don't know, Matt, are you on here? Chime in. It's downtown. It's a nice spot, especially in the summer. They've got an outdoor patio and American food. It's in the Heron Morton neighborhood, right next to Heron High School, or maybe University High School. It's one of the top 50 restaurants in the United States as of 2024. Matt Scardini is one of the cooks there, so he had it in for a sponsorship, and those guys are pumped to sponsor. They've reached out to me; they want jerseys and all that kind of stuff. So Very thankful for them. Go do a date night at Tinker Street. It's a great date night spot. Another new sponsor is Steiner Sports Training. Some of you guys know Chris Klein. He runs Steiner Sports Training. It's a facility, like a gym, essentially, a training facility off 71st and Binford. He specializes in hockey and strength training. So he trains like Zionsville Hockey Club and Carmel. He trains a lot of high school teams and a lot of like travel junior fuel kind of stuff. He's trained some Olympians. He's trained some NHLers. He's a good dude. If you're interested, specifically for ice hockey, he has a hockey treadmill, which you wear your skates on, and it's essentially resistance training, but it kicks your ass and it makes you very fast if you do it enough. He also has a mini synthetic rink that the treadmill is kind of built into, so you can switch the direction of the treadmill and receive passes and shoot while you're skating on the treadmill. It's really great system. He's also got free weights, weight machines, sleds, all that kind of stuff. So check out Steiner Sports Training. Steiner is also responsible for installing ice at most of the rinks around the city. And with that, they were able to make that connection at Holiday Park. They're also responsible for adding the rink at Holiday Park, which is why it's kind of a dual sponsorship with Steiner and the rink at Holiday Park, which is where our draft will be. If you're not aware, Saturday, January 17th is the draft. It'll be from 7 to 11. We'll have the indoor conference room for the draft. Much bigger space than the Snug. No offense, Snug. We love you. We will still be by. We'll drink. But we can also get minors. If we have any hockey players or high school hockey players, they are welcome to come and enjoy the draft. So we'll be indoors for the actual draft, and then during that time is a public skate, during which your family, your significant others, you're welcome to go in and out if you want. You can go skate during a public skate. It'll be $7, I believe, for that's a special rate for our families and friends. For players, there's no additional fee, but if you bring your wife or your kids or whatever, I think it's just $7 for the family. You can rent skates for additional cost. If you bring your own skates, you can have them sharpened there for an additional cost. I think it's only $5. But maybe don't quote me on that. And then after the draft, after the public skate, I think the public skate ends at 8:30 or 8:45. So from 9 to 11, we will have private ice, and we'll do some 3-on-3 until people are tired and want to go home. It's pond hockey style, so we've got the little pond hockey nets. They're about a foot tall, and they've got 3 different openings. They're the same width as a regular net. Kyle Kohlmeier's going last. So the draft should be a good time. Another thing at the draft, there will be food and drink available. Mashcraft Brewing is there. They have a little truck, a little trailer kind of thing on site with beer, and I think they have liquor like hot cocoa, spiked cider and hot cocoa and stuff, and then like mac and cheese, soft pretzels. They have a menu of warm foods. There are fire pits. There's a warm. They're like storage containers that have been converted into like hangout areas, and I think they're adding a new one this year so that there's a heated locker room outside. Otherwise, we would get dressed in the draft room and then walk out like the Winter Classic and slip on the mats that you're not supposed to slip on. I think that's it in terms of notes. I'll say this now, I'll say it again at the end, but if you haven't paid, please try to pay as soon as you can. If you need an extension, we get it. It's holiday time. Just reach out to us and let us know so we're not waiting. Yeah. So let's try something. Watch. I bet it won't let me.
Bear with us. Settings.
Yeah, I knew it.
All right.
It's my work computer, and my admin will not let me do anything. So I'm going to share a link. Okay, so here's a link. These are the. This is just the information we're about to go over with the draft rules. So click on that, follow along. I'm gonna let Betsy take it over.
Yeah, sure.
That's not gonna work.
I can. Yeah.
You've got better eyesight.
Yes. So basically, this is just going over everything that Aaron just said. We've got the draft at Holiday Park, so everything should be plenty, good and ready to go for that. So as you can see, John and the Blizzard won the 2025 EBHL season. And as part of that, John gets to retain 2 players from his 2025 team. He can elect not to, and just everybody goes back into the draft pool. But he has 2 weeks. He has to make the decision 2 weeks prior to the draft, so that way all the captains know, okay, I can get this guy, or I can, make sure not to take, this guy. And that'll be released. Everything should be, good with that deadline, and just, help everybody out. In addition, no, draft order. Here we go. So that's probably pretty much what you guys care about as well. So it'll be in the order of the captains that are drawn tonight. So, Captain A will be, whoever we draw first will be, first overall pick. Whoever we do second, third, and then John will be then the 4th team. It'll be a snake draft just like last year. So in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so then because of having 2 players and 2 more players than everybody else at that point, his first 2 picks are then, who he's retaining. It just basically gives him the opportunity to make sure that he retains the players that he wants. So it kind of makes sense. And so an example draft order would then be in the first round, it would be Captain A, Captain B, Captain C, and then it would skip over John twice because of the way that the snake draft works. And then it would go Captain C, Captain B, Captain A, and then Captain A, Captain B, Captain C, and then John would have his first actual pick, right? So if we've got any questions after that, please feel free to email me and let me know. So some draft tools that we'll be utilizing this year are, we've got some draft rankings that were made by 2 potential captains, Zach Betts and Reese Hatter. And so we will be sharing those, formats as just a way for captains to kind of understand, okay, this is how things were ranked and how, those stats kind of fill into, what a player would have. So Reese did a very nice job of doing it like a very, Chell style, where he gives overall ratings and, kind of ranks players by kind of that feel. And then Zach did it more based on a kind of feel of he did do it based on, goals per game and points per game as well, which has kind of made it into a tier system rather than, an actual ranking out of 100. So both were very, very good, and we appreciate their hard work and effort that they put into those. We obviously couldn't do anything better, or else we would have, shared our own. So those guys did an outstanding job. So we'll be sending that out shortly to the captains to kind of let them know how all that stuff works. So the other thing that we'll be utilizing is Drafty Sports. That'll be our actual draft night tool. And basically what that allows us to do is, if anybody's played fantasy football before It kind of works the exact same way. We'll have however many people we had, 63 or something, listed on the draft board. And that'll give everybody a very good visual indication of who's still left on the board, who's picked who, who's coming up next, what do I need to do? It lets us do that a little bit better. It also has a program timer that we have done once or twice and kind of experimented with and made sure that, the thing's going to work. But it definitely will be a good tool to use for this draft.
It's kind of ups the experience for everybody. It's just a cool, it's a draft board. Everybody likes a draft board. And, I tried that last year and it worked a little bit, but it was kind of on the fly. And but other than that, so 64 people, if everyone who signed up commits and plays, that's 15 a team. 14, something like that. That's full. Those are full teams. I don't anticipate really doing a free agency. If we get a bunch of people interested, if we do see injuries, we'll figure it out as we go. But I don't think there's any reason to open that right away. We're still trying to get full committal from everybody. So,
just if you do know of anybody that is, oh shit, I missed the deadline, or
yes.
A week or two out. Hey guys, sorry, it's been the holiday season, completely missed it. Just let us know.
Yep.
We'll be happy to add them to the list. Make sure that they're available to everybody. We do have some new names, obviously, that weren't part of Zach and Reese's rankings. So we will release those names out as well as their background information. Nothing personal, but the stuff that they provided to us from the Google.
And I will. So I know last year we did the combine kind of thing, and everybody filled out a player profile. With your experience, what type of player you are, your height, your weight, your shoot left or right. I'm going to send that out to all the new people, so that the captains can have that information. We'll add them. That'll be part of those tools that we provide to you, so that we can give you the most, the most information that we can about each of these players. Other than that, I mean, we will still do jersey unveilings at the draft. We're going to read these names off here in a second, and then I will get with each of you, each of the captains, to determine your team names and logos. I'm happy to help with logo design if you need it. We'll kiss at the end, Sean. Don't worry.
Turn it on private after that.
Yeah. So 2 and 10. We're gonna go 2 and 10 again for our jerseys. It's just the one. That's what we used last year. It's what the EBHL has been using. We're also gonna continue to use the fluid-filled napper balls. Because they've been a good partner for us, and if anybody doesn't know, Indiana is going to make a re-entrance into the National Ball Hockey League as part of the Midwest Division. We currently have 2 teams fielded, but I know that there are additional players out there. I guess I should say Indy is also being eyeballed to essentially host 2 of the 3 weekends. So there would be 1 travel weekend involved, and it sounds like it's going to be to Columbus. So it shouldn't be a difficult trek. It's only going to be 1 weekend. It sounds like it might be the opening weekend, but we're still trying to get all those details figured out. And the plan, which seems to be going smoothly is to play at Corvetta. What's it called? Corteva Coliseum. So the big rink with the jumbotron and the stands and all that. Because the Midwest Division, with the 2 teams that are confirmed for Indiana, we have 8 total teams. So to get everybody together, to get in those stands, to fill that for a couple weekends, I think is going to be really fun. We're going to have concessions. TPH, they provided us with a lot of stuff just for our little house league. So I imagine they'll work something up for us for this, and we'll have a good time. I'll try to get maybe some of my radio buddies out there to help us kick things off, or I'll do what I can to make it a really good experience for everybody, especially since that's more on the national scale. So look forward to that. We'll send out more information very soon. If you are interested in playing NBHL and you're not on a team, reach out to me. A third team would be good. The Misfits are going to return, and the Mastodons are going to return. So if you're a Donkey or a Packer or whatever, and you didn't get an invite, no hard feelings. But let me know. We'll get another team going. Why did I say that? I had something else. Damn it.
It's okay.
We're using the napper balls. I just wanted to explain that we're gonna use all the stuff that NBHL uses, because we're back to being sort of a feeder league or a prep league. So to add to that. No, let's not add to it yet.
The only other thing that I've got is if you are interested to be a ref, we do have ref openings. Please come and join us.
Yes,
I need more people to ref. Just let me know. You know where to find me. Or if you don't, we'll find you. All right.
Yep.
You want to do this draft?
Let's do it.
All right.
I'll use my hat.
Yeah, we'll use your hat.
Oh, man. Yeah, boy needs a haircut. Yeah, well, listen.
You got 4.
Since Kyle thinks they're ribbed. Greco with 2 C's. Going in the hat. Latch with 1 C. It's there. Going in the hat. Reese with 1 C in the hat. No, that's supposed to have 1 C.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ziggy with no C's going in the hat. That was the only reason I said that Greco had 2. He only has 1. All right. We'll let Bets do it. Bets doing it. Captain number 1, first overall pick. The 2026 draft. Eric Greco. Number 2 overall pick in the 2026 draft. I guess I should show them. Ryan Glatch. Number 3 overall pick, and our final name for tonight. Ziggy Betts. All right. Sorry, Reese. Good luck next time. Hopefully, I tried to get a bunch of people to register. I was like, the more people, the more fun this is going to be. So we've got Greco is going to have our first pick. Glatch second, Ziggy third, and then John. If John decides to retain 2 players, his first pick will be round 3.
Like last year, these are also in terms of jersey color and name and logo. I don't know. I don't know if you guys could get the same logo, but
I will say the Blizzard retain the rights to 2 players plus their name, and they are going to be primary black this season with blue and white. So if you are another black team, We can probably make it work. Let's just we'll figure it out when we do jersey designs. But just know the Blizzard are going to have primarily black, and then keeping a little bit of blue and white. So Eric and Ryan and Ziggy, I'm going to reach out to you guys tomorrow, and we'll figure out your branding and uniforms. I'd like to do that in the next. Oh shit! So Christmas is coming. Okay. I'll hit you guys up this week, and then let's just touch base after the weekend after Christmas, so next weekend, and go from there. I just want to make sure that we get the one jersey ordered for the draft. They're pretty good about sending them. I think we can get away with like a 2-week window, but it's also Chinese New Year coming up, so let's not. Other than that, I think I just want to repeat, please make your payments if you can. Venmo is at Indiana Ball Hockey, and Zelle or PayPal, you can use the email indianaballhockey@gmail.com.
Or cash or check.
Or cash or check. Check made out to Indiana Ball Hockey Association. And if you're going to pay cash or check, again, just let us know so we're not wondering, and we'll pick it up from you when we see you. We do have the rink booked for drop-in. Will Betsy chug a beer for us?
What?
Will Betsy chug a beer?
Oh, will I chug a beer? Yeah.
You missed it. So we do have the rink booked next Saturday for drop-in, 27th?
Yes, after Christmas.
We'll drop a poll in the Discord as we do. If we need to cancel, that's no big deal. But we've got the rink if people need to do some around here after the holidays. So
I will, because I just checked that beer.
And I'll be there because I've been real busy and now I'm ready for some hockey. So, all right, I'm going to shoot the emails, the player profile things out to new players. We'll put all this kind of summary in an email and shoot that out to everybody as well, and then we'll see you in less than a month at the draft. Thanks, guys.